What's up, YouTube? I'm John from Team Rhinoki. I'm bringing you the follow-up to my Madolche deck profile. This is version 2, I guess, maybe 1.5. I don't know what you want to call it. I do know that I've changed a few things up. I'm gonna go over it with you guys. When I did the video, the last one, I did, talk to you about how I'm gonna come back with what I thought worked, what I think didn't work out too well for me. I'm going to keep doing that every time I update the deck with the formats or whatever I'm thinking during the formats. I'm going to try to bring y'all a video consistently up on this. I really like this deck. I would like to see this deck make a big push this format. It did a little bit last format, but it involved, I think, the guy had to main his side deck and then would just side out for regular stuff depending on the matchup. I think that's a really shitty way. If you have to play like that, I think it's kind of shitty. Not for you as a player. I mean, I just think that's kind of shitty that you have to do that for a deck. But to each their own. I guess I'm gonna play it a little different. Not much has changed though. I'm gonna go over my locals with y'all guys. I did 3 weeks, and I have about a 75% win ratio out of three different locals. Not 3 weeks. Sorry, 3 different locals. Had 12 matches there. For some reason, these locals aren't doing tops. I don't know what it is with that. I know one of them was kind of small. It was only like 8 people, so I can understand that. But I mean, yeah, we're not getting top 4s at some of these locals. So I guess this is kind of a flaw or skewed, ratio, because it's just, I don't know. But I've won against all sorts of things. I've won against I think I beat a Mermail deck. I bounced his shit back. He didn't get to kill me, I guess, and then I just OTK'd him. I beat a Blackwing deck. I beat some Battle Boxers, Fire Fist. I do lose to one of those every week though. So I beat some random beatdown deck. I don't even know what it call it. I guess they did a point system up there. So I think really he just hurt me by me beating him at that one local. They do some weird point system where it's based off how many people you beat and stuff like that. So I was like, damn, I beat this guy. I have a win, but he's gonna hurt me. So. Today at the locals, I actually played, let's see, man, I don't even know, I played another one of those decks, but it was a new local for us, so they just kind of went by who won the most games. So I played 4 times, and then I 2-0'd everybody I played except for I 2-0'd everybody except for my buddy. I 2-1'd him, and then the third person I played was actually another Fire Fist deck, so I played him back to back, and he played 3-axis and just shit all over my face. But I 2-0'd 2 other people, so they just kind of did how many losses to how many wins you had, tire duels. So I got 4th place up there though. So, but yeah, let's get into the deck profile, guys. Like I said, nothing's changed much. I'm still running the 3 Mew, the 3 Hoop Cakes. I can't justify taking one out without the other. They're just too important. And especially with Angeli coming into play, I think Angeli, I don't see her being run at triple, but maybe 1 to 2 of her. I think it's going to speed up the deck. It's going to make it a lot better. It's going to open a lot of new plays with her. I don't know. People may try to run Pudding Princess in their deck again. I think she was kind of in 1 OTK maybe, or maybe she was in a build. I don't know. That was before I played Madolche's. But Angeli may, you may pop it, bring out that Hoop Cake, then Hoop Cake into Pudding Princess. So I don't know. Like I said, guys, that would be an entirely different build. I'm open to looking at, guys. I love Madolche's, like I said. But as of right now, I'm not even worried about that. I run the 3 Mew, the 3 Hoop Cake, the 3 Messengelato. Guys, I saw a video, I've seen a couple videos, I think, where people were talking about, man, I think it was the same person, talking about you only need 2 in the deck, and then in another video, I guess he contradicted himself. So really good Madolche players only need 1. Now, I'm not a genius, guys. I'm not a rocket scientist or anything like that, but I OTK'd everybody I've beaten. So 9 out of 12 duels, 9 out of 12 matches have been OTK wins, which means 9 of those, I had to win 2 out of each of those. So that means 18 different times playing with this deck, I've OTK'd the person. You need 3 Messengelatos. 2 is pushing it. I mean, that's really, you're really hoping you don't have one in your hand. But you need 3. So, I mean, if y'all guys want to argue with me on that, leave in the comments, man. It's whatever. I'm always open to, Q&A and discussion and, stuff like that. But you can't run the deck with 1. Whoever said that was just high on themselves, and I will stand by that. I do still run the triple Madolche because it's Stratos. It's a 3 Stratos. I'm still running the double Spell Striker, guys. I was thinking about taking them out, but I did do a few things different. I'm still running 2 Spell Strikers. I'm actually maining my DD Crows now, guys. I main DD Crows. This is one of the changes I've done to the deck also. I don't main my Maxis anymore. Different format, slower format. I don't see Maxis being game-changing anymore, especially with Dragons gone. They're still there for things like Mermails or anything else that might special summon out the ass, Karkuri, Gyrias, things like that. Double Veiler, guys, effect negation is going to be crucial. I'm still running those. Nothing's changed with that. Nothing will change about that. The new monsters that I did add, that I did mention briefly, was my TG Warwolves, guys. This is another card. You know, it's weird. I was asking people about this, and everybody's like, oh, man, I don't have any TG stuff. You know, I was like, I don't need TG stuff. I'm not trying to build a TG deck. I just need TG Warwolves. Now, for those of you that don't know how they work, anytime a monster special summoned, you can just chain it to that, and he special summons himself through that. So it's just the cat to the bird, then to, special summon the werewolf, and then that's very important that you have those monsters out, him or Spell Striker, in place for the OTK. So that's what I've done different with the monster lineup, guys. Nothing's really changed with the spells. I did take out Insta-Fusion. I don't feel it's needed now. I have my werewolves, so I went from having 3 different extra level 3 monsters to having 4. And it let me add in my Dark Hole to my deck, guys. I am meaning Dark Hole in this deck now, so as you can see, Dark Hole. It's a really good card, man. Your opponent overextends and you survive. You make them pay for it, especially with this deck, because I guess you can overextend with it, but you're not going to be penalized for it as bad as they are, especially with Chateau and Ticket out, because your stuff's going to come back to your hand or back to the deck, wherever you want it. And then you're going to get an extra plus off it. So, I mean, does your field get wiped out? Yeah. Does everything return back to where you can have it at ready? Yes. So if you survive, you better hope they can kill you. They better hope they can kill you. Nothing's changed with the traps, guys. That's the one area on this deck I'm still really iffy about. I'm pretty reliant on my back row. I take advantage of the fact that Heavy Storm is no longer playable. And my back row, my traps, feel kind of slim for this deck. I feel there's more I could add into it. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. I don't want to bump this up to a 42 card deck. I feel at 42 cards, that's too many. I've run a lot of different decks at 42 and never had a problem with it. And I might try it with this deck to see how it works, and it just might be for those 2 extra traps. One thing I'm thinking about taking out, guys, is Compulse. I can't see this being the powerhouse it was last format. Still a great card, guys. Still a great card. I'm not saying it's bad, nothing like that. Just for this personal deck right here and for the way I play, I just don't feel it's going to be the powerhouse it would have been last format. I might swap that out for like a Mirror Force or a Torrential. And then I might, like I said, I might bump this up. I might add in 2 Mirror Forces. Sorry. Guys, it's 1 a.m. here. I'm up real late, so a lot of these videos will be brought to you at night. But I might bump this up to a 42 card deck, like I said, and that might just be so I can throw 2 extra traps in this deck. I feel 2 extra traps would be a very big changer. Just in the simple fact you could get your 2 Mirror Forces in, you could get a D-Prison Mirror Force, 2 D-Prisons. So, I mean, it just depends on what you want to do. I'm not sold on that idea, though. Like I said, I ran a lot of different decks at 42 cards, and I'm loving this deck like nobody's business at 40. I mean, aside from the fact that it's 40 cards, so you go through it quicker. You get what you want. You have a better chance of getting what you want. I like this at 40. I think it's a great number for this deck, personally. So we'll see. Actually has been a change to my extra deck, guys. I got it today. Well, for the local today, I did take out, or yesterday, I guess, since it's 1 a.m., I did take out Zenmaines and put in my, my new card that I actually got, which was Fortune Tune. Pretty much just another Zenmaines, except for it can't be targeted, and when it's finally destroyed and it's into the graveyard, because, every time it goes to be destroyed, you get to just detach material. When it does go to the graveyard, you can return 2 level 3s back to your deck and itself back to the extra deck. I mean, you can only do it once per turn, but still a great card. But since I'm no longer running the Insta-Fusion build, I took out my Cherubin, so I get to have it and Zenmaines in the extra deck. So, side deck has probably seen the most changes, guys. Keep in mind, side decks are just built for what you're going to play the most. I'm siding in my 2 Fossil Dinos. Just great card, guys. Actually, I caught a few people off guard with it at a few of my matches because they're like, wow, you main that? It's like, yeah, I do, actually. Double Mech C, because Card Curry, Mermails, things like that are still around. I'm still running the 2 Heraldry Records, guys. Amazing card. I think we'll see a lot more play out of it, especially since this format's probably going to be a rank 4 spam. Me personally, you know, like me and my teammate said, we think it's going to be a rank 4 spam format. I think Heraldry Record is still going to see a lot of play once people realize what this card does. A lot of people still don't know it's out. It came out in Number Hunter, guys. I guess nobody thought Number Hunters was good. It really wasn't. Still run the 1 Dust Tornado. I still have my Mirror Force sighted, and now I have a Torrential sighted. The main changes to the side deck, guys, were my 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors and my 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors. I think I'll see more play out of my Light Imprisoning Mirrors, just for the simple fact that Light Imprisoning Mirrors, light format Constellars are around, Bujins, Noble Knights. Noble Knights have a lot of hype around them, just like Bujins. In my opinion, I think both decks kind of suck. Bujins aren't as bad as Knights, don't get me wrong. Bujins, they have potential. They keep getting a lot of support for it, but it's a crowded space already, and you're just throwing more stuff in there. So I think Bujins might do something. I just don't see them doing it over other decks. Knights fucking suck, guys. That's my opinion, plain and clear. I beat the shit out of Knights with every deck I play. So I don't know what to tell you about that one. Maybe somebody will have a good Knight deck, but as of right now, you know. And then, you know, Light Swords might make a comeback. So you have that. Then you have Chaos builds for the, you know, your Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, stuff like that. Dark World's still a deck. I just hasn't done anything. Gravekeepers. Finally, on my side deck, you know, to round it off, is double breakthrough skills, guys. What's the, you know, monster effect negation? It's very important right now, especially since monster effects are going to dominate a little more than back row at this point too. Especially with the top 2 decks being Fire Fist and Constellars. And keep in mind, guys, like I said, these are my opinions on what's going to be the top of the format. I think the top of the format, though, is going to be Fire Fist and Constellars. And with monster effects like that, you're going to want to stop them. So, you know, they go to pop your monster with Bear, you know, you break their skill right when they sack their thing, break their skill. Or Veiler. Or chain it, you know, make them waste the effect. Make them get rid of something that they didn't need to. So, same with Constellars, you know, that Pleiades goes to bounce something, Veiler that, or break their skill that on your turn when you go to set something. Because keep in mind, guys, Pleiades is really dirty. Constellars can get into some dirty plays with Pleiades, so. Or they want to Omega, they go to, you torrential the field, they go to Omega. Oh, well, fuck that, no, you break their skill that shit, so. Just be prepared, guys, be prepared for anything, I guess is the best way I could say it. Those Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors might come out. I might set those out. I talked in an earlier video about how I think Mind Crush is going to be a staple side deck card just for how much 10 keys abused by other decks. You have Fire Kings, Fire Fists, Constellars. I'm sure there's some other decks that people play it in. Mind Crush isn't a bad card, especially since you get to see what your opponent brings to their hand with a lot of different effects. So, guys, let me know what you think. I'm going to do another local today, I guess later today. It's Sunday. I'm going to do another local. I might have another video up today for how I did, just a quick update. Or I might wait till later in the week after I've done a couple more locals with this build and this variant of my Madolches. Not really a lot's changed, like I said in it, guys, but, you know, I'm still working on it. I'm gonna try to think long and hard on what I can do for the back row. But yeah, if some significant changes happen, if I happen to win one of these locals, or you know, do much better, than what I anticipated. I will let y'all know, guys. I'm still working on the Evil Swarm profile. I just haven't figured out what I want to do for them for this format yet. It's a different format. Dragons are gone, so I got to figure how I can make them the most viable I can for this format. But I will have that video up to you soon. My teammate Donnie will have some more videos up to you also. Like I said, guys, I think I've mentioned a few different times, plays 6 different decks. So expect some deck profiles out of him, guys. But rate, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. I want y'all's opinions. Y'all's opinions help me. Just, I may not always like them, just like y'all may not agree with what I have to say. But constructive criticism is always a plus. So I'm John from Team Rhinoki. I'm out.